Follow me up, boys. We're gonna be giving out some sauce. Some real nigga sauce. Okay? We're gonna be giving out some real nigga sauce. Let me see. Okay, so the one is supposed to be at the top. Alright. Was it on the top for this other one, though? I hope so, nigga. Damn, bro, what is that? Okay, so that is confusing. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we have the midpoint right here, right? 0.5. If we're marking out a push up, right? This is what you would want to use. Wait, no, I'm mistaken. If we're doing a push. Okay, now I'm confused now. Yeah, if we're doing a push up, this is what you would want to use. Price is coming up, retracement. This is the optimal trade entry to then send price towards, let's say, this draw right here, this point. Price would want to come down into this area and then react off of it, off of this OTE. And then if we were marking out a push down on the Fibonacci, what we would do, we would reverse this, right? Let's say we want price to go lower. We would reverse this. Price would come down, come up into equilibrium, into the OTE, and then target draws of liquidity or levels. So for this, we're going to reverse. I think we could see an example of this right here. Okay, price came down, went up. Okay, so we'll see what price wants to do. Right now, I need to fix these. So I believe huge leg down. Yeah, I believe price wants to come up into this area, so that's what we're doing today. Retracement play into that area. I don't think we're going to be trading EJ. And then on EU and GU, we came up into equilibrium. And then broke towards the downside. So it came up into that equilibrium area. I gotta reverse all these, bro. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. I mean, it would make sense the way I would explain it, that for a down push, you would want price to retrace into this area and then come back down. And then for a bullish movement, big movement in price, you'd want price to come up, come down here for optimal trade entry, and then move higher. So I believe I am doing it right. But I'm gonna do some more back testing on it later. Not time for that shit right now. 30 minutes. Minute. Let's see what gold's doing. Oh yeah. Today's a no news Wednesday. No news at all today. So we'll see what price gives us. I've lost so far, I've lost $800 on the week. So that's pretty garbage. But let's trade the US dollar index. I was excited to trade this yesterday. You look at that, huh? Please. I believe this is the daily. We'll hit this daily for value gap. From London session to current highs. I see retracement into this area. Push price higher. See what's going on silver. In the 15-minute, we have this imbalance as well as equilibrium. I forgot we can't even trade the US dollar index on this future, Forex account. Bro, I might low-key go buy some Chick-fil-A here in a little bit. See what gold wants to do. Gold came down into this 15-minute imbalance. Yeah, we're reacting off of it. See what the 5 minutes doing. We got a 5-minute possibly a 5-minute break right here. Let's go back to the 15-minute. Let's pull up this fib, see what happens. Would be willing to take longs on gold if we can get the right 5-minute retracement into this OTE. Let's see what EU's doing. See on the 15-minute. We ain't really doing too much. Not too much at all. Oh, okay. So this is cool. Okay. So yeah, I'm doing it right. Because, for example, on a push up like this, from the bottom to the top, then you have the bullish retracement zone, or OTE. And then if you do from the top to the bottom, then you have the bearish OTE. So yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So on the 5-minute, I really want to see a retracement into this zone. Then we could move price downwards and have an optimal trade entry. GU, we're absolutely just crushing it towards the downside. Crushing it. So we're going to be a little patient today. A lot patient today. We have, let's see how much margin we have left to work with. Because there is a max loss limit. So let's see what margin we have to work with left. Okay, so I can only lose $1,000. Pretty much $1,000, okay. Yeah, as y'all can see, yesterday was a pretty bad day. But that's alright though, bro. That's how trading goes. Love to see a retracement into this imbalance as well as this retracement zone. I don't know if we would push all the way back up into 30-minute or hourly equilibrium. On GJ, I don't know. We might not take a trade on these pairs. We're gonna do the hourly. See what we can get right here. So yeah, this huge hourly and 4-hour imbalance right here is right in line with this the midpoint of this top fragment of the OTE. This is 0.705 line right here. I believe that price wants to come up and hit this on GJ. Let's see. So previous session. Yeah, look at these, bro. Come on now. Come on now. GJ, oh my God. GJ for sure is fiending for this like a crackhead fiends for fentanyl. And a gay person for PP. That's how bad Price wants this, bro. Look at these. Look at these. Okay, so we have previous London session lows, Asia session lows, and New York session lows. All in line. And, oh my gosh. Look at that, bro. Look at this beautiful, beautiful area right here. Not just that. Then we have all these other levels and draws of liquidity. All this sell side draw of liquidity. So we are for sure looking for the. Let's see what news is coming out tomorrow, because this move might happen this week or next week. 8:30. Might happen next week. But look at this. Oh my God. I know for sure for today, we're bullish into this zone right here, into this imbalance. And midpoint of the top fragment of the OTE. So then we can boost price lower. This is just beautiful. I know for a fact that's where price wants to go. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, but that's just too easy. You know what I mean? That's just too easy. On EJ, I'm not looking to take a trade. We have New York session and London session, or Asia session lows right here. I guess we also do have, I guess it is in line as well, London, Asian, and New York. But I'm not comfortable taking it on EJ. We'll just have to see what price gives us on this chart specifically. I'm not too fond of the idea on trading it though. I am for sure fond of the idea of GJ. This is gonna be beautiful. We can maybe get a sweep of this liquidity, retracement into this 15-minute imbalance. We can move price down into this area, back up, and shoot for the downside. We'll have to wait. We'll have to be very, very, very patient. And we'll have to see what price wants to give us on the 15-minute. We have this imbalance left behind. The 15-minute we have this 5-minute fair value gap. Get reacted off of. On GU, we also have this 5-minute fair value gap. 5-minute imbalance. Price came up into there, reacted off of it. 1-minute break is below this line. We inverse this fair value gap. This 1-minute fair value gap. We inverse this. If we close below it, same thing on EU. We did close below it, so we inverse this gap. Although we didn't on GU. We did leave another 5-minute gap right here. we could potentially react off, or price could just break all this, go back into this area, and then shoot down. Which that would be the most optimal thing price does. And I think I'm going to wait for that retracement, just specifically because we got this huge wick. On the 15-minute time frame, we have this huge wick. And we made this 5-minute high right here. So we'll stay patient. There's not really a reason to find 1-minute entries right now. We'll see what price wants to do on EU and GU. Although we also are looking we're for sure looking bearish. See what the move down looks like on this bad boy. Yes, into all this zone right here, into this main area right here is where price wants to move to. So then it could continue pushing down. It could take this huge 4-hour hourly imbalance, this previous session highs and lows, all these levels right here, 1-hour equilibrium, and then the midpoint of the OTE, of the top section of the OTE. All that area lines up within this margin right here, within that area. So I'm looking for price to push back up into it. If it continues, okay, I'm looking for price to potentially move back into that, because all these predictions I'm making based off probability and studies in price action. So it's a high probability. There's a high probability that price moves back up into this area and breaks towards the downside, because it might not happen. Everything I'm saying might not happen. We might just absolutely get everything wrong, except for the GJ trade. I'm 100% confident, bro. I know where this is going. But again, we may be wrong. We may be wrong. But yeah. So far on gold, we are breaking 15-minute, or we're breaking 5-minute structure. I would like to enter long, or we could potentially enter long here. Till we have the top of these highs right here. Maybe 183. Then I would set my stop loss below this. And then all right, let me make sure I got all my confluences correct. So we had London session push down. We did not hit previous session lows. But what we did hit was, let's go on the 15-minute, from Asian low to London low. We did hit this midpoint. So now it's New York. It was London reversal. Okay, New York for sure wants to go up. We can hit 3788. Okay, so this is the position I want to hit up into previous session highs right here, based off of Asia session retracement, well, London session retracement into this OTE on the 15-minute. Then if we scale down, and then mark out the Fibonacci on this little push up right here, then we also got a retracement into the 0.62 level. We have a 5-minute break. We also have a fair value gap getting reacted off of. And then we continue on with, we can do another fair value gap and a 1-minute break, closure above this, and then we can enter. This is just for some extra confluence, just to have more story to the trade, to add more story to the trade, to make sure we're correct. And then what we'll target is this. Where's EQ from this push down? That's the only thing that's worrying me. Yeah, above there. So hopefully we can break above that. The thing is that we're headed into this retracement area, which price may very well go up, and it's in line with this. That 0.79 is in line with this 15-minute bearish imbalance as well. And see, the problem that I have with this is that it might reach into this area and then shoot back down. Okay, let me hide this, and let me just see something. This huge leg up. So we very well might want to push price down. We very, very, very well might. It might be New York continuation, London session reversal, New York continuation towards this huge imbalance, daily imbalance, as well as high time frame OTE. And the reason I say that now is because higher time frame holds higher power. So for example, on the 4-hour and on the daily, these imbalances and then this huge OTE is way more important and way more valuable than, let's say, a 1 hour or 15 minutes. Not more valuable, but it holds higher power. So if we inverse this fair value gap, if we close below this fair value gap, if we close below that fair value gap, then it'll just solidate my terms into price coming down here. And see, the problem is that I put these Fibonacci's on wrong. Do it from this over here. So yeah, we're in this area as well. Might be bullish. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Like I said, I would, I would love to just be patient and just see what price gives me. Um, EU, nothing. GU, nothing. GJ, maybe a retracement into this 15-minute imbalance so we can get that final push up that we need to get price into this. By the way, I think I said this in the video I just posted. By the way, there's gonna be my YouTube video go. There's gonna be more videos here soon of me trading and then my strategy and then all that good stuff, so people can learn from me, I guess. You know, there's like thousands of other people who do it, but I trade Forex, and to be honest, Forex could be a pain in the ass a lot of times because, for example, if you trade something like futures, right, NQ and ES, what you're looking for is that one movement. Here, let me fix this for y'all so you can see it better. All y'all are looking for is this one movement from 9:30 to whatever time you want. From 9:30, hopefully like an hour or two, and that's it. It's when that move happens pretty much every day, bro, on NQ. You guys see this like light tannish spot right here? This area. From here to here is where that one move happens every single day. Y'all could literally see it. Every single day, this is where the biggest moves happen, right? Both on ES and NQ. So traders hop on. They're like, okay, bet. Wake up at 9:30. Price immediately pushes down. Don't sweep this liquidity, but hit something, right? Reverses, targets opposite session, draws. Same thing right here. Sweeps all this low resistance liquidity, targets highs. You can hit these positions all day long, bro. Look at this. You can hit these literally off this break right here. Just enter. Preferably you'd want more confluence, but for example purposes, we're showing y'all like that. But yeah, bro, you just wake up on futures, take that one move, then you're done for the day. You're literally, this one was a super obvious one. New York pre-market swept all of this low resistance liquidity right here. Literally swept that. At 10 a.m., price started moving down. So you literally just wait from 9:30 to 10:30. You're done. Unless you're weird and you trade like pre-market and shit. And I don't know what you're doing, gang. But yeah, but something like, the difference is, this is what I was saying, the difference is that with futures and Forex, on futures you're only looking for that one specific move during that one specific time period. On on futures, and by the way, these are what this is New York session kill zones. So like pretty much the best time to trade on New York session open. On EU and GU, y'all could see on Forex in general, y'all can see the volatility. It moves a lot more. A lot more in general. And I have, this is also my fault, because I have so many dang charts open, bro. Like, I need to pick a pair and just stick to it. But I can't, because I like to check all these out and see what price gives me to trade on for the day. Which might not be the best, but I think I managed. Probably would be more manageable to just stick to 2 pairs for now. Maybe, yeah, 2 pairs at most. Like these 2 or maybe these 2. Or something in here. Move this up. Do it like that. See what happens. 15 minutes. So yeah, I need to pick a pair because, for example, if I just focus on gold and GJ, maybe I could hit more consistently. And just, because I'm just trading these 2 pairs, you know what I mean? So I'm really going to see what price does right here. On gold, then on silver, prices into previous session highs. Yeah, Forex is like a lot more complicated, I would say, because it just moves a lot more volatility, a lot more retracements, a lot more days where you're catching retracement plays and not fully like biased, and like Forex reacts a lot more on levels like session highs and Fibonacci retracement tools such as this, these levels, all of that, imbalances, which is pretty much the same thing as fair value gaps, equilibrium, same thing, just imbalances, order blocks, all those levels, price just reacts a lot more off on a lot more consistent basis, which is a good thing because theoretically you can make more money, and if you only like catch those kill zone times from 8 to 12, Forex is from 8 to 12. The golden time is from 9:30 to 10:30 or 11. So that's when I'm looking to catch a trade, from 9:30. Pretty much the same as futures. But I just open the market from 8 to 12 pretty much. Just look at it, analyze it. And I do that for 2, 4, 6 different charts, which can be overwhelming, but pimp's is a pimp for a reason, bro. You reacted off this price point. From the 15-minute. I'm looking to catch trades on the 5-minute to 15-minute time frames, because I'm done with the 1-minute shit, bro. I'm done with that. I'm just using this as a more precise point of entry, but I'm not trading that. So yeah, we have price set up, and we have our bias. Pretty much all these charts, which most of them are bearish. This one's bearish. This one's bearish. This one is. For the day, I would maybe say long into this retracement area. This retracement area. But overall, I'm extremely bearish. Extremely bearish. So would I take this play up into here? Perhaps. Perhaps. But GJ is setting up very, very, very beautifully. So bearish, bearish on these, extremely bearish on GJ, bearish on EU and GU. On gold and silver, I want to see how price reacts based off of this OTE, the top section of this OTE, which we are wicking pretty strongly off of. So we'll just keep our eyes on that. And then we're overall bullish, but we do have this huge retracement area where price can come back down to. Maybe not today, maybe not this week, but is it a possibility that maybe soon? Yes. It's definitely a possibility that soon that could happen. Maybe today, maybe not today. Maybe price will just push up on gold. It's not extremely obvious to me based off. I wouldn't consider these pairs. Maybe they are though. They move relatively equal. So for the sake of this, we'll call it a pair. Creating SMT, bearish SMT on gold and silver, and SMT divergence is, I forgot which one's leading and which one's following, but pretty much when a pair, for example GJ, EJ, EU, GU, gold or silver, when one of the charts creates a higher high and then the other chart stays at a lower high, then we have an SMT divergence. Gold stayed below these highs, silver went past and broke these highs. So what does that mean? This I would call a bearish SMT, because that means that gold wants to continue down and then silver is going to continue following down. So I guess gold is the leading, or silver would be the leading one, because silver was the one that swept all this liquidity out. Previous session highs, or previous London session highs, and Asia session highs. Gold came up, swept this liquidity. I think we're going to enter our first position on gold, to be honest. We can get a 5-minute break. I would consider this is a high. I consider this a break on a 5. On the 1 minute, we already broke structure. Let's see if we can break a second. Then what we're going to do is we're going to be looking for longs. On gold and silver. That's what's going to happen here, people. And this is a pretty well, beautifully timed entry if we can get this where we would like it. On GJ and EJ, on EJ we're not getting shit. On GJ we're still getting that movement down into this imbalance, 15-minute imbalance. On gold we're about to break 1 minute structure for the second concurring time. I hope to see the same for this 5 minute right here. This 5 minute low. On silver, we are also potentially breaking. Want to see a close below this. And then we're about to go down to the 1 minute. So you can see what happens. Fair value gap that did not get tapped into. We have 1 minute fair value gap. If you can stay underneath here, that would be awesome. And a lot of people, by the way, went long earlier when I said to highlight. When we were talking earlier, when I was talking about what gold was going to do, and my original bias, not my bias, but what I said price could do is potentially go up into these previous New York session highs and this draw right here, which could still happen 100%. But my point was that a lot of people, this is what they did. Retracement into this area, break a structure up. Okay, cool. We're going to place longs right here into this area. Shorts, stop loss below this. Price about to come down and stop them out. A lot of people went long right there, and now they're getting stopped out. While the real niggas, we go short. That's what niggas do. Okay, so I'm gonna enter a position on gold. On these shorts. We're gonna wait for this, hopefully this 1 minute retracement that we can find. On silver, I'm gonna go ahead and enter so we have two positions based off this equilibrium as my first TP, and then previous session highs is, or previous session lows is my second TP. And then what I'm waiting for to see out of gold to enter would be a 1 minute retracement into fair value gap, then a reaction, which is exactly what we got. So we're entering on silver, and we are also entering on gold. Maybe I should have entered a little sooner, but we'll have TP1s right there for both of these charts. Then if we get another continuation, technically speaking, our first TP would be and then we're gonna set TP2. Both of these are pretty much at the same area, so TP1, TP2, and then GJ. We finally came into this 15-minute. We ain't getting not shoot on most of these charts. I would love to see some up movements on EU and GU, as well as GJ. And right now we're on two positions, one on gold and one on silver. 15-minute came up, swept out previous session highs, London and Asian, reacted off of them. I put TP1 at this equilibrium just in case price wanted to reverse. And we are also not getting this strong 15-minute closure towards the downside. I would like this candle closed in 7 minutes. I would like to close below this. And on gold, I would like for price to close below this fair value gap, inversing it. And that would be cheddar cheese. That would be pretty good. That would be beautiful. Nice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my TP down to here, as well as and see what I don't like about this position on, for example, silver. Is that we could potentially come and sweep back up previous New York session highs. Going ahead and putting in my stop losses. Just because I didn't have time to set them before. So yeah. I'm in these two trades right now. Can't lose 1,000 today, and then if I lose a band today, bro, I'm going insane. Now, let's not even think like that. We have confluences, bro. We have a plan. We have an execution. Okay? Price is going to go our direction. Yikes. Okie dokie. It's traumatizing, bro. Look at this. Look at this. My futures chart is 10 minutes delayed, by the way, because I don't got that rich shit. Alright, so I'm going to let these positions marinate. We have 3 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. Oh, we're hoping for the right closures. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Ready to roll. So far cooking on our silver and gold position. Consolidating on GJ, EU, GU. Maybe making a retracement back into this point. Still pretty early. It's only 10 a.m. I have 82% on this video. Give me 1 second. Let me look at something. Did I get copyrighted? Bro, this is gonna suck if I can't. I don't think I can, though. It'll look me up in a second. Alright, yeah. So I uploaded this one is the 23rd. Yes, sir. And then this one's gonna be, today is gonna be the 24th. So yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it here for today. That's pretty much what price gave us all day today. We have about an hour left, an hour or so left before I'm done trading for today. So yeah, okay, good. What the well, that's unfortunate. I thought I had I thought I had put I thought I had moved this take profit down as well, but apparently not. That's okay though, because we're gonna do that right now. Then place stop losses. This position should give us this. Um, yeah, yeah. I think I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna call it there for the live trading. That was my daily analysis, daily daily live trades. What I look for in in trading, I guess I should say. And I'm gonna make a live trade recap later. I'm gonna make a trade recap later. So it'll be a simpler video explaining the two trades I took today. I think I'm not gonna trade anything else today because everything else is moving just very slowly. And I'm not trying to trade all day long like yesterday. And yeah, but we are getting possibly take a long TP1, TP2. See if we break on 1 minute. Lord have mercy. GJ is forgot how good GJ looked, bro. It looks GJ's like a beautiful 10 out of 10 baddie. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful 10 out of 10 baddie you seen at the gym, bro. You're just like, dang, bro. She look good. You know what I mean? She look good. She look good for sure. I'd love to get some more good closures out of here in 5 minute. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna call it for that. We're about an hour 30 in. Then we're gonna do the trade recap here. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Oh gosh, that's a crazy candle. We get in this middle of this push. Should be back. So what am I looking for here? I'll tap back into this 0.705 position, and then a reaction off of it. And that would be ideal. All right, I'm gonna let these trades run by. I'm gonna call it here for the live trading section. Then I'm gonna make a trade recap in a little bit, but that's pretty much um, how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to my Chinese people. Thank you to my black people, except for the Nazis. Those are different. Those are different people, man. Do I respect them though? I'm gonna leave you boys with that message. God bless everybody. Make some bread. Peace.